Just for the basic stuff, people have a hard time figuring out how to use them. Well, we don't want to do either one of these things. What we want to do is make a leapfrog product that is way smarter than any mobile device has ever been and super easy to use. This is what iPhone is. Okay? So, we're going to reinvent the phone.
That clip which you just saw right now is from 29th of June 2007 when Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, unveiled the first ever iPhone to the market, which changed the definition of a smartphone. Speaking of phones, what phone do you use? Is it a smartphone? Of course it has to be. It's 2021, so everyone has one. That's another reason. But what if I ask you what makes your phone really smart? Give me your answer. Wait a minute, let me note down. Oh boy, most importantly, we need a good battery life, nice screen, and internet access. But that brings us to this. It has a great build, so you never need to worry about this. It has excellent battery life, so you can save some space in the backpack instead of the travel adapter while set out on vacation, and need not to worry about the battery for the entire vacation. But can it be a daily driver? I know, that thing will never fly. But if you're enjoying this video, a separate channel will be making me fly. So please subscribe, I wanna fly. What actually a smartphone is? Let's Google it. Google says a mobile phone that performs many of the functions of a smartphone, typically having a touchscreen interface. Yes, touchscreen. That's what makes a phone really smart. We can't imagine any of the modern phones without touchscreen. Touchscreen makes life easier. We got rid of buttons and welcome touchscreen. But how are we gonna operate it? We need a stylus. Back to Steve Jobs.
We're going to take this to a mobile device. But what we're going to do is get rid of all these buttons and just make a giant screen. A giant screen. Now, how are we going to communicate this? We don't want to carry around a mouse, right? So what are we going to do? Oh, a stylus, right? We're going to use a stylus. No. No. Who wants a stylus? You have to get them and put them away and you lose them. Yuck. Nobody wants a stylus. So let's not use a stylus.
Back at that time, there existed some devices with touchscreen, but the only way to communicate with them was to use a stylus. But stylus has its own limitations. It can make only one point of contact with the screen, so multi-touch gestures like pins to zoom in and zoom out were not a thing. Probably you might need two of them, just like chopsticks.
We're born with 10 of them. We're going to use our fingers. We're going to touch this with our fingers. And we have invented a new technology called multi-touch, which is phenomenal. It works like magic. You don't need a stylus. It's far more accurate than any touch display that's ever been shipped. It ignores unintended touches. It's super smart. You can do multi-finger gestures on it. And boy, have we patented it. So,
that's when we started using our fingers to operate our smartphones. A phone without touchscreen sounds like a restaurant without menu, a face without smile, or Mowgli without Baloo. Nice smile, keep it up.
Let me go ahead and get that picture within picture up. I'm going to go ahead and just push the sleep-wake button. There we go, right there. And to unlock the phone, I just take my finger and slide it across. All right, you want to see that again? Go to sleep. We wanted something that you couldn't do by accident in your pocket. And just slide it across, boom. And this is the home screen of iPhone right here. And so if I want to get in the iPod, I just go down that lower right-hand corner and push this icon right here, and boom, I'm in the iPod. I want to get home, I push the home button right here, and I'm home. Back in the iPod, I'm back in the iPod. Now here I am, you can see 5 buttons across the bottom, playlists, artists, songs, videos, and more. I'm an artist right now. Well, how do I scroll through my list of artists? How do I do this? I just take my finger and I scroll. That's it.
Pause it. Can you imagine yourself in one of those chairs in front of Steve Jobs, watching the iPhone for the first time, learning how to unlock your phone and scroll through the content. I know, that feels amazing. What if Steve Jobs didn't make this smart move? Well, that's kind of scary to imagine, but I'm glad he did it. Thank you, Steve Jobs and other Apple engineers who made this possible. iPhone began as Steve Jobs' approved project at Apple around the end of 2004, but its DNA being calling long before. Until the day of launch, no one from the software department knew what type of hardware they've been working for, and vice versa. They've been given a motherboard which consists every part of an iPhone instead of the prototype. This explains the secrecy inside the Apple. Here's a fun fact. Right after the demo, Jobs noticed there were scratches on the display since it was made out of plastic. So Jobs set the team to fix this problem before the first product shipped. That's when Gorilla Glass came into action. A company called Corning who made this 40 years ago but sitting on the shelf without any practical use. That level of passion and detailing made Apple a $1 trillion company. Speaking of money, Apple typically makes $300,000 per every minute. If the money owned by Apple is given up to every single human being on this earth equally, everyone owns $100+. That being said, this is the end of the video. Thumbs up, thumbs down, your wish. This is my first video, so if there are any improvements to be done for the next video or suggestions, feel free to comment them below. Do consider to subscribe and hit that bell icon for instant notifications. Catch you guys in the next one.